Deep in the wild thickets lives one who does not tolerate strangers, but what follows is a ritual that might surprise you. The Leshy is a forest spirit in the beliefs of Slavic peoples. He has no human parents, as he belongs to the ancient spirits of nature. Considered the master of the forest, guardian of wild animals, and protector of trees and plants, he was both feared and respected, and best not angered. He is known from the folklore of Ukrainians, Belarusians, Poles, Serbs, and Bulgarians. Origin and nature of the Leshy. The earliest references to the Leshy come from folk tales recorded by ethnographers in the 18th to 19th centuries. He wasn't created by humans and lacks a clear myth of birth. Villagers believed the Leshy was the spirit of the forest itself, as old as nature. Some tales say he was born from the first tree that ever grew on earth. Others claim he was created by ancient gods to guard the wilderness. The Leshy is not evil, but he is wild. He follows his own rules, which makes him dangerous for those who break them. Appearance and behavior. Folklore describes the Leshy as human-like in shape, but with features turned inside out. Hair growing downward, glowing green eyes, heels that face backward, and skin the color of moss, green or gray. In some versions, he is covered in bark, with horns, or even a tail. He could change his height, towering like a giant or shrinking to a dwarf, and often mimicked human voices to lead wanderers astray. His laughter echoed deep and hollow, while his steps made no sound. In folk tales, he's often a lurking presence who causes travelers to lose their way or lures them deeper into the woods. Encounters with humans, danger, and survival. The Leshy was feared by hunters, shepherds, travelers, and woodcutters. The most common belief was that he could twist the path, leading someone in circles until they were hopelessly lost. When someone in the forest suddenly lost all sense of direction and couldn't escape, people would say, "The Leshy is leading them." To escape, one had to perform certain rituals, turn their clothes inside out, switch shoes between feet, or even stand on their head. Acts meant to confuse the spirit, since everything in his world worked in reverse. In some villages, it was believed that the Leshy could kidnap children or replace them with his own. Forest changelings. These children were said to have wild eyes, never spoke, and avoided sunlight. The Leshy and Animals. One of the Leshy's main roles was as protector of wild animals. He was known as the herdsman of beasts. In legends, he could transform into a wolf, bear, or wild boar. If a hunter broke the rules, killing needlessly, shooting a mother with her young, or abandoning wounded prey, the Leshy could curse them with illness or steal their game. In the Carpathians, a ritual survived. Before a hunter's first outing, he had to leave a piece of bread or lard under an old tree, an offering to the Leshy. Without it, the hunt would fail. A folk tale. The boy named Ostap. Once in a Paulician village, a boy named Ostap lost his way in the woods. He walked a familiar path from childhood, but everything suddenly changed. The bushes thickened, the trail vanished, trees bent down as if to block his way. Ostap remembered what his mother had told him. If the Leshy is leading you, turn your back to the sun and say 3 times, "Your trail is not mine. My path is my own." He did just that, and the forest opened. He found himself at his doorstep. This tale was recorded by ethnographers in Volhynia in the mid-19th century. Could you befriend the Leshy? In some versions of the folklore, people believed one could make peace with the Leshy. For instance, shepherds in the Carpathians left tiny wooden crosses tied with red thread near grazing fields to ward off his wrath. Others sang ritual songs asking the Leshy not to send wolves. It was also believed that on certain days, especially Cupola Night or the Feast of St. George, the Leshy softened and temporary pact could be made. The forest's ruler. The Leshy is not just a mythical character, he is a profound figure in Slavic mythology, embodying the authority, unpredictability, and power of untamed nature. People feared him, respected him, and sought harmony with the forest. His symbols include moss, oak trees, wild animals, silence, and broken paths. He had no temples, accepted no prayers, yet he was a living part of everyday life in the village. Today, the Leshy lives on in folktales, traditional rituals, ethnography, and even Ukrainian poetry. Though he isn't honored in calendars, his presence is felt in every wild forest, a reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and nature. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Don't forget to leave a comment, hit that like button, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep discovering more legends from the Slavic world.